Good morning. It's September 9th, third day after the universe self-replication epiphany. And I'm going to focus in on one subject I talked a little bit about near the end yesterday, and that is single-celled life and the form of intelligence that is stored in DNA. And my thesis, my argument, is that, as I was saying yesterday, there's a pretty good chance, I think, that we're going to find that single-celled life is really common, and I'll just go on and say it's ubiquitous, and there may even be a pretty good argument for what they call panspermia, which is that single-celled life can go really dormant, live deep down in rock, and as a planet gets hit by a meteor, that rock gets sent out into outer space, and deep down in it there's a dormant life form, and it successfully gets transferred to another astronomical body, another planet, where if it's lucky and that planet is habitable, it takes root. So I think there's a pretty good case. We're already taking another step. First of all, single-celled life is really abundant in the universe. No evidence for that yet. Single-celled life can transport itself from planet to planet, interstellar travel, panspermia, highly speculative. But we have just discovered, I just read this a couple days ago, that single-celled bacteria have been found in the clean rooms of NASA's most carefully cleaned spacecraft. They go deep dormant, completely dormant, so that even the tests that test for contamination for life doesn't show that that particular species doesn't show up in the tests. So all of this is governed by the DNA of the plant, of the species. DNA adapts, or is evolved to adapt to maintain or maximize the survival capability of the creature. We've got 37 trillion cells in here, in each one of us, and they're all single-cell creatures, and it's nothing but a colony of single cells. And I'm going to argue that they're running the show. They created a crude processing system, our mind, our brain, which has only one function, and that is to protect the colony. It has no other function. The colony, the individual cells in the colony, talk about DNA producing adaptations. These cells start with the stem cells, and just look at the variety. Once these cells are given the right environment, stem cell becomes a neuron, or it becomes a skin cell. It is highly variable, and that's all controlled by, more than DNA. It's DNA and RNA and all the chemistry, environmental stimuli. It's hardly understood. Most of what's going on isn't understood. But the chemical processes inside the single cell, I am arguing, have a hell of a lot more intelligence, adaptability. How can it not be the case that the most intelligent life in the universe is going to be a single cell with just super adaptivity, ability to tolerate and adjust its status to the conditions far more extreme and variable than our frail human bodies are ever going to be able to tolerate. Alright, so we'll pause there and see if I want to take this any further, but that's my thesis and I'm sticking with it. Take care. Talk to you in a minute.